Kgto.
What is up, you guys?
What up,
It
what up,
is
what up,
OGK
what up? It's
and,
Gunwa.
and we are
Kgto.
Kgto. Insert sample
Tag
here.
thing.
Kgto.
Okay. All right, that's enough. But we want to talk about kind of like how we get through our depressed moments in our lives. Mainly moments that we feel like we're like have a lot of pressure, like we've dug
I feel like
that
you're
hole.
stuck in a hole.
Yeah, and you're just stuck
Deep in
there.
there.
For some people, it happens and it comes like for an hour, or for some people, it happens come for days.
Some people only happens when they're on their period. Mostly women.
You know,
or anyone who has periods. Sometimes men. They have periods too.
Men periods, you know? But it does happen, and it happens regularly on a day-to-day basis for some people, or, you know, month to month, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the techniques that we use.
Yeah, and it was kind of sparked, you know, the conversation was kind of sparked because, you know, Kgto passed away recently.
R.I.P.
And, you know, I wasn't the biggest fan of him. I don't know a lot of his music at all.
Same here.
Doesn't really know a lot of his music either.
I know more music than her.
Yeah. One thing about his music, the only reason like I didn't resonate with it is because it felt so dark to me.
Very dark.
And
very
it's
dark.
not just something that I personally wanted to feel within myself.
Well, the
you know?
interesting thing about that was like people actually like relate to that.
No, people really did relate to it.
But the thing about Extension that I liked is that he talked to his fans and told them like, yo, go seek help. He told them, you know, you can get through this. And I went back and watched a lot of those videos, and it was amazing how he transitioned, because we all have done stuff that we're not proud of and everything, and we do transition out of that if you are in a growth state.
Yeah, and I understand that he did some pretty crappy things.
Like
crazy crappy things.
Yeah,
and, you know, it was a terrible things.
But
the thing that we can do as people is learn from the situation, learn from tragic situations, learn how to fix it, and learn how we can help hurt people become healed.
And so that's where the conversation sparked between us, and we decided that we should share with you guys, like, you know, the couple of things that we utilize.
How we get out of depression. How we get out of those low moments in life. And, you know, if you have clinical depression, please go seek help. There's no shame in it. Do what you have to do to be happy and be healed.
Yes, most definitely. And like what we're going to talk about today, it should go in junction with that clinical help.
Definitely.
Whether that's, you know, getting pills to regulate your hormones. Whether it's pills to get to regulate your hormones, or, you know, go seek a psychiatrist to really talk about it, who understands, you know, how to get you out of that hole through talking.
You know, don't be ashamed of what you have to do. That is healthy and that will get you healed.
Yeah,
it's all good.
Bottom line.
But so these are some of the ways that we do it. So you want to go first?
Okay, so I'll go first.
Okay.
So like, you know, with me, I can find me getting depressed and me start to think about life and all that stuff. And what I find out is that like I'm thinking too much and I'm wallowing. I'm wallowing within, you know, the minor stresses in my life, and which can in turn become a bigger stress, because now I'm feeling depressed about certain things. I'm in my head. I'm like, okay, I'm not getting stuff done. But one major thing that gets me out of it, alongside with affirmations, is doing something. I started to research like meditation, because I used to be really big on meditation, which I still am. I'm a big advocate of meditation, but I started researching like what Zen meditation was, right? And Zen meditation is mainly like the act of doing something while clearing your mind, or allowing that doing something to clear your mind. And so I find it within myself is I gotta do something. I have to actually find, like, whether it's putting my pen to the paper to draw, whether it's me clicking around on the computer, creating, and mainly with me, it happens to be creation based.
So kind of like anything to get your mind out of, like, when you're speaking about it, I think of like a truck that's stuck in mud and it keeps on like revving up and it can't go. The only thing you can do is continue to rev until you move.
Yeah.
So that's what you kind of do, is keep putting the wheels into motion.
Yeah, well, or more so like, you know, the music, or the doing something, or even watching a movie or something is that block that you have to put under your wheels to help you get up out that mud, you know? Yeah. And we get up out the mud. I didn't came up out the mud. Okay. But yeah, so like that's one major thing, along with making sure I'm having a certain affirmation. Now, as I'm doing that, I say, I kind of write out kind of where my mind is at that point in time. And I say, why am I here? Why am I doing this? And then what I start to realize is that solutions come out of thin air.
It really does.
They just come out of thin air.
When you ask.
Exactly. So that's kind of my method of like me getting out of my, unclinically pronounced depressed state.
And one thing we did, agree on and realize is that, your words have so much power.
Yes.
I tweet about this all the time because, it really does. You don't understand how much your actions and your words affect what happens to you in your future. If you want to control your future, control your now with what you're saying.
Yeah,
and
control your words.
Yeah, control your words, control your actions, That was one thing with X's music that, for me, myself, and what I'm speaking within myself, I didn't resonate with because, some of his songs were just really sad. But from his community, it helped a lot of people, and that's beautiful.
Yeah.
But for me...
But that was also backed up with him interacting with those individuals.
The people who knew
so that's very important to artists, even to, I think really, that's funny. I think drug dealers can take a lesson from this and really show people that this life might not be for everybody.
It's not for everyone.
Or this life ain't the good life.
No.
By communicating that on a personal level, like he did with live videos and stuff like that. He's like, man, depression sucks.
No, yeah.
That's what he was telling people. Is like, go get help and stuff like that. And that's why I think when he sang those songs, they also heard the positive side.
They kind of understood it. But either way.
Yeah, they were following him so much.
But not only that, but his words and his actions led up to what, I'm not saying that whatever happened, right? But, your words really do. The irony is your words do really.
Is that he didn't do that for himself.
No, exactly.
He didn't do that. He didn't. Well, if he did, he didn't blast it out as much as he did the other stuff.
Yeah, but for me, back to words are so powerful, I really take into consideration where my words, my thoughts, and my actions are being influenced by. Because I noticed I used to go through a really bad cycle to where I would get depressed and I would sit in it for a really long time, and I would have to have mental battles with myself, before I figured out how to get out of it. It would last for a while, and I don't think I ever really fixed it. I would just cover it up, and I realized that was a lot more unhealthy. Not letting it pass is more damaging than just getting over it. That's for me, that's what I learned, is when I let it sit in and be like, okay, you're here now, why are you here? I think that's the biggest thing with the common denominator, what we both said, is that you need to figure out why you're there in order to fix the actual problem.
There's always a reason why.
Rent's coming up. Are we not gonna make it? And
that's a big one, right?
I can start thinking about, why did we get this place in the first place? Oh, we're never gonna be able to get through this. Which sometimes goes through your head,
Yeah.
But then you realize, okay, why am I feeling upset about this? It's because I'm unsure. Okay, well, what do I do with unsure emotions? I speak truth to myself. That's what I do, right? So one truth in that situation is that I'm not going to get anything that I can't handle. This apartment was a blessing to us. So I know that the only thing that can stop me to continue the blessing is myself. What is it that I need to do in order to continue the blessings of my manifestation? And that's for me to work and also not go through doubts and negative lies in my mind. At the end of the day, those negative thoughts are lies to me, and
that was a big one that you realized.
I was lying to myself a lot. To the way I looked, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not this and this. When I started aggressively speaking truths to myself, girl, shut up. Stop, you're dead in your tracks, because you are beautiful, you are able and capable, and you can do this. And it helped me. That's how I got out of my holes.
When you remember that a positive word has like 10 times the amount of impact that a negative word has. It becomes very therapeutic in a sense when you start doing that.
Yeah, and if the negatives can happen because you speak it, the positive surely can happen. Yeah. I think it's just sometimes easier to fall into the negative because you don't have to do anything.
Yeah,
you know,
most definitely.
Like, we would obviously
you just sit
lose.
in that negative.
Yeah, no, we would obviously lose the apartment if we kept saying, "Well, you can't do it. There's nothing we can do, and we don't pay for it." Well, of course, it's gonna be gone.
Yeah. Get up and hustle. Get up and get at it.
You know,
get at it, and that's what counts.
Like that's how I learned how to get out of my my like feeling down states.
So like disclaimer, I just want to make it clear, like when we're talking speaking, this positive on us and stuff, and we're talking about how it affects you, I just wanted to make it clear to you guys that it really does affect your physical through your hormonal state. So yeah, when you speak positive things, what happens is you start to generate endorphins in the body, and these good hormones, the happy hormones, start to really produce in your body. But then the negative stuff that you start saying it's our fight or flight. That's all it is.
It can
our
affect
system.
The way your face looks when I'm sad, scowling, when I'm happy, I'm like, oh my god. It can definitely affect more than this, into your physical.
Yeah, those are very, very important. So I think eating helps, with that.
Yeah, eating helps.
I can go deep into
eating,
that, but
maybe
meditating. Affirmation, but let's
you want to
start.
Get more woke with us. Just let us know. We'll give you deeper information.
No, for real. And we will probably start doing more videos like this where we're kind of having a conversation about that with you guys, about stuff that's happening.
Like, another thing that helps is speaking out what does help you. Let the people know around you what helps you. I know that when I start seeing Gunwa, like, all stressed out, I'll be like, go play a game or something. Stop.
Yeah, go watch a movie.
Go do what you gotta do.
Go watch Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, do something.
Like, chill out for a second. Remember, time is very important, but if you're in a negative state, that I was about to cut, but that stuff goes by. Like, it's really slow, but time, it's a waste of time. And
also when you figure out what the root is, that's what self-love is at the end of the day. It's not allowing you to go through a cycle that just makes you feel terrible. Yeah, when you get a hold of that root, it's something when it comes up again, you know exactly how to fix it. And then One last thing.
Speak positive words on yourself when you're happy.
Yes, do it when you're happy.
That's the main thing, because the more work you do while you're happy, the better your sad is gonna feel like, because you're gonna shorten that time. The quote that I always say.
Oh, okay.
I was about to say the quote that I always say is the happiest man alive is not always happy, but has the shortest amount of time that he gets from sad to happy. So it's a pretty long quote, but don't quote me on that.
Paraphrase it though, definitely. Yeah.
Definitely.
I was just going to say that right there is the major key.
Major key alert.
It's just a major key.
Major key alert. DJ Khaled.
No.
We the best. Kgto.
Yeah.
We the best.
Okay, either way.
All right, guys.
That's it for
That was
now.
weird.
If you want to hear some more stuff like that.
Yeah, we'll talk about.
Give us things to talk about. Give us things to do.
Give us music to listen to.
Give us music to listen to.
Give us artists to follow.
Yeah. All that. Just talk to us.
Yeah, we have music coming out too.
We do. Okay.
I think we have a remix coming out.
Maybe.
We're going to put out that remix.
Gunwa mixes it in time.
Before it gets there.
Be happy,
Yep.
Let it happen.
Let it happen.
Love through it. Love where you're at and live life.
Live
it. That's all we got to do.
Yeah.
Or else we'll just be sad beings all the time, and no one wants that.
No one wants to see a sad girl.
There's a sun out there.
No one wants to see a sad Kayla.
No.
Sad OGK? What's that?
What is that?
Who that?
Who that?
Sad
OGK.
Nah.
No.
All right, guys. Peace. Go cop your necklace. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Cop your necklace. Yep.
It's your bae that markets and promotes you always. Okay, we're gone. Peace out.
I'm ready to go.